This is Summer Huntington of Steel Mace Vinyasa and Flow Shala, and today's video tutorial is a Steel Mace Vinyasa loaded flow with a 7-pound steel mace. I like to use a shorter and lighter steel mace when I'm doing my Steel Mace Vinyasa loaded flows. I place my mace at the front of my mat with the globe on the left-hand side. You'll see here I have a circular mat. I like using circular mats because it allows me to change directions and train in multiple degrees of freedom with still having the stickiness under my feet. So just a nice addition, nice fun way to train. What you'll notice about today's flow is it's a combination of closed hip yoga asana. Closed hip meaning both hip bones are facing the front of the mat and there's no external rotation in the ball and socket femur joint. There's a combination of closed hip yoga asana and open hip yoga asana. In open hip yoga asana, generally one foot or leg is externally rotated at the hip joint. It allows us to get deeper into the hip socket and essentially make more mobility in the hips, which allows us for more power and more range of motion, less injury risk and less pain. Let's get started. Arrive at the top of your mat, draw your shoulders down and back, lengthen through the crown of head and engage your glutes lightly, engage your core lightly, and as you reach your fingertips down, you should feel a little activation in your lats by driving your fingertips down into your pockets and knit the ribs in here. Resist the urge to hyperextend the back as you sweep your arms up. Instead, inhale, circle, sweep the arms up, find hollow body. Exhale, hands through prayer, forward fold over the legs, let the head hang heavy here. Inhale, halfway lift, come to a flat back. Exhale, fold, step back to a high plank. Inhale. Exhale, carry yourself down to chaturanga. Elbows meet the ribs here. Flip the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Retract your scapula back here. Arc your spine and upper mid back. Exhale, pike. Lift over the toes, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out and down dog, warming up the hips, warming up the lats, the calves. Rotate the head side to side, allowing the hair to be free and the neck to be long. From your downward facing dog, inhale, stretch your right leg up, three-legged dog, square the hips. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot through the two hands. Take an over grip, row the mace to your chest. Lift your trunk, little hair flip here. Press your mace up and overhead, inhale. Exhale, pack your shoulders. When you arrive in a Steel Mace Vinyasa asana, stay for 3 breaths and really tune the pose. Find the torque with the mace. Notice I have a little leverage here. Glute activation in the back leg. Inhale and exhale. If you're an advanced practitioner and you have something like a drop swing, a partial drop swing in your practice, or a full drop swing, finding balance, you can do that as well. Drive your back heel down. Find your warrior one asana. Inhale and exhale. Variations for the mace. This one's going to go pretty high here. Press your mace up and overhead. Finding your two-handed torch, inhale and exhale, work the pose, find 3 breaths in each asana, inhale and exhale. From here, lower the mace to a modified side flag position, adjust the feet, and come into your open hip asana, open hip posture. Warrior 2, inhale, level 1 is here, level 2 is here. Angle the globe just slightly in towards your body, inhale and exhale. For a mace switch, you have a couple options here. You can go slow, grinding it into back position, returning to side flag. If you have more of an advanced practice, you might try going from a full side flag into a partial swing. Capturing the mace. From here, take the mace up into torch position, finding extended side angle with the legs. Inhale and exhale. Slide your opposite hand down. Notice that perfectly vertical line here. Inhale and exhale. Return back to the starting position. Find reverse guard in the back hand. Press the mace up and overhead. Return to that closed hip posture. Inhale. Exhale, row the mace down below the chin. Place the mace to the earth and step back, high plank. Shift the shoulders forward, lats on, glutes on. Carry yourself down, make a shelf chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, knees lifted, retract the scapula back. Exhale, ha, downward facing dog. Hips to the sky, pedal the feet out, right, left. Release the neck. This is a great opportunity for decompression of our cervical spine, just letting the head hang and be free, using the help of gravity.
Let's go through the other side, tuning in this time to the somatic sensation in each and every posture. What is the felt sense that you notice? What turns on, what turns off? Where are your power leakages? What's your overall sensation you're experiencing in your body? Inhale, stretch your left leg up, three-legged dog. Keep your structure. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through. A closed hip asana, pack the shoulders. Hover your mace an inch or two off the floor. Row the mace to the chest. Little hair flip. Find your balance. Press your mace up and overhead and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Tune into the sensation in your hip flexor on your right side. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you want to take it into a little back bend, noticing sensation in the heart and then the shoulders. Find your full expression of the asana under load. And then stack the mace in prayer position. Spiral the back foot down, close the hips. You're in warrior one position. Mace can be in horizontal overhead. Always the option to add a little drop swing. You can play with variations. Finding the mace in a torch position, driving the mace up and overhead, and breathe. Arms are straight, looking up. Deepest bend in the front leg, drop the neck back. Inhale and exhale. Float the mace back to prayer. Choke up a little bit. Externally rotate your back leg, so now your hips point out a bit. Find your warrior two position. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Stretch your mace out into full side flag. Option to slow grind the mace into the backhand, performing a mace switch. This is great for scapular strength and rotator cuff strength. The scapula is naturally winging and tipping as you reach the mace into back position. If you have a more advanced practice, you can play with a partial swing. Notice my legs stay into position. I'm stabilizing with my core, my pelvic floor, and my hips. From here, trace the mace into your extended side angle. Hold. Breathe. Pack the shoulders. Open the front thigh. Deepest bend in the front leg. 3 breaths. Drishti focused on the top of the globe. Turn everything on in the lower body. Return back to the starting position. Mace switch. Mace switch. Reverse guard. Place the mace with one hand on the bottom, top hand facing out. Observe. Press the mace up and overhead as you pivot to the back ball of foot. You're in a closed hip position. If I was to unwind this, I'm in open hip here. I'm in closed hip here. Row the mace to the chest. Place the mace to the earth. High plank. Chaturanga low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees lift. Exhale, ha, downward facing dog. Take a couple rounds of breath here. And as you go through your unloaded flow, we'll go into each pose for just one breath this time, with the remembrance of how it felt to bear load, turning the same stabilizing muscles on in full activation, full torch. Here we go. Inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step through, high lunge. No mace. Inhale, arms up. Find your high lunge. Inhale. Pack those shoulders, deepest bend in the front leg. Spiral the back foot down. Option for classical asana, pressing palms together. Inhale and exhale. Open out warrior two. Pack the shoulders. Extended side angle. Top hand can be vertical or up and overhead. Rotate and revolve the trunk towards the ceiling. Tone the legs, the glutes. Return back to the starting position. Flip the front palm, reach up and out of the waist, exalted warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, vinyasa flow. Option to keep one leg high, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, knees lift. Exhale, ha, downward facing dog. Take a round of breath here. Inhale. Unshrug the shoulders, exhale. Inhale, stretch your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Arms extended like you're holding a mace, full activation in the shoulders. Find your high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, find your lats. Spiral the back foot down, press palms together like you're holding the mace. Inhale. Exhale, open out warrior two. Pack shoulders. Breathe, tone the lats. Extended side angle. Reach one hand down by the instep. One hand can be vertical or stretching up and overhead. Drop the hips a little bit. Swing the glutes underneath the body. Breathe, rotate the trunk. Return back to the starting position, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach up and out of the waist, exalted warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, final vinyasa flow, high plank, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ha. Take 2 rounds of breath. Tuning into the somatic sensation as you arrive in this final posture. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees, walk, jump, or float the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Ha. Inhale, circle, sweep, arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer, hands by your side, mountain pose. When practicing Steel Mace Vinyasa, generally you want to go through a loaded asana sequence and then follow it up with an unloaded sequence. What this does is it allows you to recruit as many motor units as you can in your stabilizers in your hips, your deep inner core stabilizers, and of course your rotator cuff stabilizers. When you have everything turned on, it's going to yield a more stable posture, more strength, and more activation throughout the entire flow. So adding Steel Mace Vinyasa to any practice is going to help you gain flexibility, mobility, and dynamic range of motion.